Well, hello everybody. Welcome to the Game Day Build-Up here at the local pundit. Sorry for the delay. I have had internet issues here at home, waking up this morning, but we're up and away. And today we are at home to Bristol City. I cannot wait to watch this game. I am super excited. I hope that I have everything back up and running fully, and I hope there are no delays for you through this show from my end. I'm doing my best, just trying to get everything going here. So, looking at the starting lineup, let's just have a look here, because I noticed that the main thing was there was only one change really from last game for the starting lineup, and that is Kieffer Moore is back. So that is fantastic. But I'll bring that up on screen for you now. Here we are. I'm doing it very quickly, guys, because I've been on the fly trying to sort out the internet issues. Yeah, and I don't like that. I'm going to fix it. I'm going to do that again. So just give me a second. Okay, so let's go. So anyway, as we're up and running, I noticed obviously AO in goal. But if you give me 2 seconds here, I'll bring that back and bring it back up properly. So let's get that out of here. And go again. Okay, here we go. Bingo. This will work better. I promise. Much better. Okay. AO in goal. Same backline. Cleworth, Scarr and Hyam. Then Longman and Macca are our wingbacks, with Dobbo, Sheaf and Thomason helping out Macca again. But, sorry, I am wrong. 2 new changes. Windass is out and Smith is out. Broadhead is in and Moore is in. Bring on the Welsh connection. Okay, I'm excited for this now. A little bit better. I cannot wait. So I will get in here now, and let's get rid of the skin so that we can have a look at the bench of Burton, Callum Doyle, Connor Cody, Ryan Barnett, Matty James, Ollie Rathbone on the bench, Josh Windass, Sam Smith, and Ryan Hardy. So my mate Harry Ashfield doesn't make the bench, but Ollie Rathbone back, which is interesting. So it'd be good to see him get a run at some stage. I'll be super excited with that. It is really good to see people here in the chat ready to go. We've got 35 people in here up and running. We're up and away. But today we are at home to Bristol City. So, yeah, interesting. Kakache obviously still not there, but Moore is back. Yeah, I see that from Dr. Joy there. Far too many cards. Obviously, Lewis O'Brien having to sit. So, yeah. And, I mean, geez, let's see. I mean, I want to see a great match out of Broadhead tonight. I really do, because, you know, he needs that just for him, not only for the club. You know, I think he needs a good match. He needs to say, here I am. This is why you paid me so much money. And I just want to see them up and going. Yeah, this is just a crazy time with the games yesterday. And obviously now we're into today's game. It's going to be interesting to see where we end up, because if you didn't watch yesterday's show with the Fab Four, we had the 4 of us on, of Aaron, Paddy, Josh, and myself, and we were having a chat about Paddy had done the math. We can finish as high as 8th after today's game with a win and other games going our way, or as low as, I'm gonna say it was 17th. Like, you know, losing and games not going our way. So it is really interesting to see where we're going to end up. You know, we're currently sitting in 15th spot on 22 points. We are playing Bristol tonight, who are all the way up in the playoffs in 6th on 26. So a win tonight against Bristol would put us 1 point behind them. And there's a couple of teams above us that have to play tonight. I know Birmingham have to play. I know Millwall have to play. So, Ipswich Town are playing tonight. So there are, some other good matches happening. West Brom at home to Birmingham, Millwall at home to Sheffield Wednesday. I mean, so they should win that game, to be fair. And Blackburn at home to QPR. I couldn't pick that one if I tried. I really couldn't. That's really tough. Sheffield at home to Portsmouth. And sorry, Ipswich aren't playing tonight. They've still got that game to make up, which I forgot about, against Blackburn. So they played yesterday and beat Hull 2-0. So, yeah, it's going to be interesting. It's going to be interesting. So can we climb the ladder? Can we get the win tonight? That is what I want to know, guys. In the comments, feel free to throw in some score predictions for tonight. Hip Karma. I'm sure Libby's disappointed in his injuries too. I've enjoyed him when he's been on. Me too, Hip Karma. And I don't think we've seen the best of him yet, though. So it will be interesting. Like Libby, I think we just need to get him fit. Yes, Crawford SH, it is a home game. We are at home to Bristol. We have back-to-back home games. We are playing Bristol at home, and then we are playing Blackburn at home. So it is a chance to rack some points up here. And I can see, need more offence with Windass up top, says Ted Nelson. Well, Windass, when he's hot, is really good up top. Windass, when he hasn't been so hot, which is more of late, to be honest, not so good. So, yeah, I can understand Parky giving Broadhead a shot here. So let's see how he goes. Macca did the job in a defensive type role against Ipswich through the week to get the draw, and had a bit of help from Thompson. He may be able to be a little bit more aggressive tonight. Time will tell. Don't know. Going to be interesting. So, yeah, it's going to be pretty tough tonight. We're going to be, this is by no means an easy game. We're playing sixth on the ladder, so it is going to be tough. Sheffield United are at home to Portsmouth, interestingly enough. They can get themselves out of the relegation zone, so which would be a step in the right direction for them, which it has been lately. They have been trending into better football. So if we look at that first down at the bottom, as I bring that away, and I will add in the current table for everybody to have a look at. Bring that in here. Let's have a look what we got here. Yeah, so obviously when you look at the top of the table, we've got Coventry just blazing away up there on 40 points, 10 points clear of Stoke and Middlesbrough now. Ipswich on 27 with that game in hand that I mentioned. Preston on 27. Bristol still, it's Bristol they got to make the game up. No. So Bristol we play tonight. The game they got to make up is against Blackburn. So as I can say, Bristol in 26. Now Derby have played their game yesterday, sitting on 26 points. So we can't catch them no matter what happens. But a win would push us right up there. Hull and Millwall. Hull have played on 25. We could go past them tonight with a win because they've got a -1 goal difference and we are sitting on a +1 goal difference. So a win, obviously, that would improve. Millwall -5, but they are playing Sheffield Wednesday tonight and would love to get up the ladder. So we will see. We will see there. Then, as I look further down, Birmingham on 24. So they also could have the chance to go further up the ladder tonight but they're away to West Brom, so no guarantees. We could go over our friend John Merrill, who is, and he's in the chat. There, how are you, John? So I'm wondering whether you are around or heading to the away game or not, but maybe if you're in the chat, you might not be. We only have, that game is the latest of the kickoffs from memory, I think. Yeah, it kicks off 15 minutes later than the other 4 games. So their game will obviously go longer than ours, barring some anomaly of extra time. That will be interesting. But then as you look down the ladder here, Southampton, who are starting to climb the ladder and had a great win against Leicester 3-0 and looks super dominant. Get my words out. Yeah, so that is interesting. Sorry about that, guys. I've changed over the. There we go. Yep, I've changed over the screen. But then Watford, who have played Leicester, who lost, obviously sitting on 24. We have a chance to go back ahead of Leicester on the table, which would be interesting, to get up above them. And just remember, their points deduction has not come yet. So it will be interesting. It will be interesting to see what happens there. Charlton obviously have played, and we have a chance to go past our old mate Nathan Jones, which would make John very happy to see someone go past them and drop them further down the table. Now, QPR have still got to play West Brom below us. So now these are the games that could go. Obviously, if it goes the other way, QPR could jump us. West Brom could jump us. Blackburn Rovers, maybe not jump us. Hey, Paddy, how are you?
Hello.
It has been a bit of a mix-up this morning with the game day build-up. You had stuff going on at home, and I had internet issues, which I had to sort out.
I was listening to most of it.
Yeah. So anyway, I was just going through the permutations of the possibilities. What do you think of the lineup?
The lineup is good. Nice that we got Moore back.
Moore back, and Windass getting a start.
Broadhead.
Broadhead, I meant, sorry.
Yeah, interesting. He needs to step up. We need to use him. So it's a good match, I suppose, to give him a try.
Yeah, will be interesting with these two guys. Obviously playing more football together than anyone. I love this. Chris is saying, ain't no one jumping us. We're winning, damn it, Ken. I hope so, Chris. I really do want the win tonight. I want to see Broadhead play well tonight, Paddy.
Yeah, absolutely. It's so weird tonight that we have so many different positions we can end up in, from 8th all the way down to 17th. Nuts.
The tightness of the ladder.
Yeah, we can get as close as 1 or 2 points, I think, to playoffs if we win.
Yeah. Well, I know we can definitely get as close as 1 point, but that would require both Millwall and Birmingham to lose, which I don't think will happen.
Unlikely.
Birmingham going away, they've got a tougher game to West Brom, but Millwall at home to Sheffield Wednesday should be
almost a lock. Yeah.
Yeah, but even in saying that, I don't need to be 1 point off the playoffs. I like the fact that we're going to get with a win, we're just closer.
Yes, absolutely. Yeah, we'll be within striking distance, probably 2 points off, actually, if we win.
Yeah.
That's the most likely scenario, but a couple of places, which doesn't really matter. No.
And, being that close and looking at the teams above us, I just look at who's above us on the table now. And you sort of look at it and you realize how hard it is to climb this ladder when the quality of teams that you're playing against.
Yeah, and as weird as it is important to look like you're high on the table, even if it's only a couple of points between everyone. It does kind of just relax you a little bit that you're within striking distance of the playoffs.
Well, West Brom in 17th spot are only 5 points off the playoffs now and are actually playing today. They're at home to Birmingham. So, Well, Polymath's asking us, Paddy, what do we think about the subs?
As good as we can. I don't think anybody was left out that shouldn't be, because it looks like anyone left out was injured. I don't like the fact that obviously Kabore still isn't well enough to even be on the bench. Hardy and Smith up front, they're your obvious replacements. Ratbone getting in to cover the midfield in a non-defensive way. James covers the defensive side. Might be interesting if he gets on the pitch. I was having this discussion in the Discord with some of the guys about Thomason. The argument was, he's a defensive midfield. And it's like, okay, yeah, maybe he is, but he is the most attacking of the midfield we got. You can't have everyone be defensive. So he needs to step up and play as much of an attacking role or passing into the attack as possible, because the others are more defensive. So if he can't play that role, Not everybody can be defensive. So maybe a couple of minutes will come in for Ratbo, maybe more than a few minutes. We'll see.
Well, I'd actually like to see him on for Dobbo at about the 65-minute mark. Definitely at the 70 minutes, you can see Dobbo, because he works so hard and runs so much, you can see when he's gassed. You know, the defensive lapses, the mental lapses, which is not a slight on him. It just shows you how much work he actually does.
Yeah, it's an interesting one because I want to see who gets replaced in the wings as well. Is Parky willing to pull off Maka after 70 minutes as well, put Barney on and swap Longman over? Or are they going to be expected to play the entire match?
Very interesting that because
I think James will play. I think James will come on for either Sheaf or Dobson.
I think he's definitely coming on for Sheaf. Sheaf's not a 90-minute player.
No, not yet. I hope he will be at some point. I hope this isn't needed for every single match because Dobbo does wear out as well. It depends on the match. Sometimes it would be good for him to get the break. Yeah,
Dobbo need, like, if to be honest, 60-minute mark is the number for me where you can bring those guys off, both Dobbo and Sheaf, and swap them in for Rathbone and Matty James. But I mean, your point on Thomason being a bit more defensive, I think that's just a product of our setup and who we've got playing. I think, you know, in a side where we're dominating and we can be more aggressive and attacking, I think Thomason can be a more attacking style player. He just doesn't have that opportunity in our current lineup.
Yeah, look, if he doesn't get the opportunity, that's a separate issue, I think. But if you compare it to O'Brien, you don't call O'Brien a defensive midfield, even though he does a lot of defensive duties. And
100%.
in the lineup we have now, who do you pick as more attacking? It has to be Thomason.
Yeah, absolutely.
Certainly isn't Dobson. Dobson can't kick a goal unless he gets lucky.
Yeah. Yes, Paul Kelly. Doyle is on the bench.
I don't think he'll come on unless someone takes a small little knock or needs to be careful. I think the back line is almost going to stay set unless there's a worry with a player.
Well, I hope that Callum Doyle and Connor Cody don't have to come on because it means that these guys are playing well. Although, Barnett on. I mean, who comes on for Macca?
I'm assuming it would be Barney coming on and Longman switching.
Yep. Yeah, I agree.
If you're going outside that, then you're trying something new.
Absolutely. Absolutely. Yeah. So, I mean, we wait and see, I guess. You know, it's our time's going to tell very soon. We're only just over 15 minutes to kick off, so we've got about 5 more minutes before we jump out. But I mean, I like this lineup considering our current injury list. I think this is good. Yeah.
Yeah, and Bristol have lost their best player as well. He's not playing tonight. What's his name?
And this is the case, Paddy, that, you know, all teams are going to have injuries.
Yeah.
So, yeah, it's going to be, you know, tough for teams to manage that through the next couple of months.
Yeah.
You know, so come January when they're allowed to play other players, then some of the players depending on their squad depth, some of their players that aren't in the current 25 are going to get minutes.
Yeah. I was looking at some head-to-head stats between the teams, and Bristol City are a very good team. But if you come to a little bit more recently, in the last 8 matches as a comparison on form, Wrexham is 8th in the table and Bristol City are 10th, but both claiming 13 points in the last 8. In the last 6, Wrexham is 7th with 12 points. Bristol is 10th with 10 points. And then in the last 4, Wrexham got 8 points and Bristol got 4 points. Now, I know there's variance on teams and such, but generally we're playing a little bit more solidly than they are. They can be beaten. A a tough team, of course, but we're at home, and you get a couple of bonus points for being at home in the system. But they do like to sit back, so this is also potentially a problem. Maybe not. We'll see. But they like to sit back and counter attack like we do. And now we're at home. We're expected to be the aggressor, which means we'll be playing into their defensive and then counter attack to us. So it will be an interesting one to see tonight. We don't generally favour that, but we have played a little bit nicer on the ball. So if we get more of the ball, we're going to have to pull out that passing.
It'll be interesting to see how aggressive we are tonight, Paddy. I mean, look, if we do get 55% of the possession, 60% of possession, I'd be very surprised. I can't see us being too aggressive. I think we're going to still try and, I think there's only going to be a goal in it. I don't see a big scoreline tonight from either side.
Yeah, the problem is, though, how can you not be aggressive if the other team give you the ball? They're not a team that keeps the ball. So if we have it, we kind of have to play with it.
We have to play with it. But I mean, how effective can we be? There's my worry.
Yes.
Can we be good enough to be that aggressive? Yeah.
And that's the thing. If you look at us, one of the ways to beat us is to counter as well. We, especially at the moment where our attack is not as solid, although Moore is here tonight, so that might make a significant difference. But if you have a look at Bristol's last match, I'm just pulling it up here now, 2 seconds. They had very little possession, and they absolutely hammered the team.
Yeah.
It was Swansea here. It's 3-0. So they had 40% possession, 43%, and they won 3-0 in that match.
No offense to Swansea, but I think our defense is set up better than theirs.
It is, but it for me, it's more about their attack, that they are comfortable sitting off as well. They can defend their own goal, and they are looking for counters as well. So it's an interesting mix, and I worry about us just playing the ball around. We're not quite comfortable with it yet, and lately we haven't been doing it because we've had some harder matches. So we'll see. This is why it's such an interesting match tonight, and these are the type of matches that you need to win if you want to be a playoff team. These are the tough matches at home where you need to pull out the result, and especially at the moment where it makes a difference between sitting about 8th to 10th in the table versus 15th to 17th. That's a big difference in how it looks, at least, and how the team feels comfortable or not.
Yeah, well, Paddy, I'll let you. Can you just take this for a second? I've got to take. I've got to take this. I'm sorry.
Yeah, no problem. So Chris here, who's going to park the bus first? Whoever scores. I think is a very straightforward answer to that. If Bristol get an early match, then they should park the bus and do pure counter and make us attack them. But if we score first, then we can relax a little bit and play. Let them play more possession. Someone giving out the how Ken pronounces Swansea. Okay. Ken about to make a house sale. Yes, you don't turn those down. All right, guys, more questions for the last couple of minutes before we finish here. Guys, I'm just looking back at the comments here. Bristol City, not Bristol. Are we really going there? We know what division we're in. We know which Bristol it is. Okay, more questions. No questions, guys. I personally think we can win this one. It will be an interesting test, really is. And we want to get as close to this playoffs as we can pre-January. And dragging ourselves up from 17th, 16th, that's horrible. Even though it's only a couple of matches, of course, you can go on a run. we are also getting easier teams coming in through December into Christmas. But we'll see.
Okay, well, Paddy, let's get into it. I mean, what's your prediction for tonight?
2-0.
2-0. Okay, I'm tipping a 2-1 victory for us at home. So let's see how it goes. I mean, it's time for us to get out of here, Paddy. Well, it's been a real disjointed show this morning, guys. It's been a bit all over the place. But Paddy, why don't you get us out of here with some sort of positive news about Wrexham beating Bristol today?
Right, guys, we are going to end up in 8th position with 2 points off the playoffs after tonight's match. Guarantee it.
So on that bombshell,
let's get out of here.
Let's go enjoy the game. Look, don't forget, like and subscribe, and also look forward to watching Josh on the watch along. So see you guys.
Take care.